I don't give a fuck who you are. Bitch, you lie on me, I'ma drag your ass.
All right, what's good, people? Yeah, I never really saw myself as doing these type of videos, but I was compelled to do this review and commentary of this video of Tasha K with her explanation or her thoughts about the verdict, the guilty verdict that came from her case, Cardi B versus Tasha K, which finished yesterday. And she came out with this video, and I just thought I needed to comment on it because, well, you'll see. Let's go.
These last 4 years fighting this conspiracy case have been extremely challenging, and yet I wouldn't change a single thing.
Okay, first of all, she's calling this a conspiracy case, but it's actually a defamation case in which she lost for defaming rapper, singer, actress Cardi B. So for those that don't know, let me read what happened. Okay, a federal jury on Monday, January 24th, sided with Cardi B on her accusations that YouTuber Tasha K was waging a malicious campaign to hurt the superstar's reputation. Now, they issued the verdict, and it was found that Tasha K did in fact defame the rapper, and Cardi B was first initially awarded $1 million in damages. And after everything else, it went up to almost $4 million. Like after they assessed the rest of the damages and the court costs and everything. So Tasha K is on the line for almost $4 million. And, the jury, a federal jury, they gave the verdict and they deliberated for 2 weeks. And yeah, they found out Tasha K was liable for defamation and a whole lot of wrongdoing. And this all stemmed from all 40 YouTube videos that Tasha K did on Cardi B. And I don't even know if that includes her internet posts, like her Instagram post, her Twitter post, her Facebook post. Because all these posts Tasha K had, and it's not alleged anymore because they found it in the court, that she had been saying stuff about Cardi B which she couldn't prove or didn't have the evidence that you should have when you say that someone has venereal disease like herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, like the whole gamut, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, this ain't no conspiracy. This is just Tasha K not taking responsibility for her wrongdoings and harassing a entertainer. Let's go.
About it here. I've learned so much. Every moment was incredibly powerful and insightful. The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock to myself, my husband, or my legal team.
It shouldn't have been a shock because, well, it should have been a shock that y'all actually went through with this case, with this court case, because there is no way that you could have won. So yeah, in that regard, it probably wasn't a shock because I'm sure all of y'all didn't want to actually do this. Maybe Tasha K was the only one that wanted to take this case to the end because it was said that Cardi B tried to settle a couple of times out of court before actually going through with the case. But I guess with this woman Tasha K being a little egotistical maybe, or a little megalomaniac. So, she thought she wanted to go ahead and fight this case instead of, being adults and settling it without it getting this far, because when you act on emotions, you don't think about anything else. So I'm sure she wasn't thinking of all the legal fees and, that stuff racks up. That's why it's not, if you could settle, if both people win, it's a good thing. You get made whole and you going about your business. I mean, she's the one that was making all these videos. Of course, Cardi B had to respond, but this woman just overdid it. Yeah, this is her reasoning just don't make sense. Let's go.
Prepared, and we were prepared for this challenge from the beginning. Prepared for the worst, as we said. We called bluff against a machine that wanted to bully me for not wavering from my personal beliefs.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Calling it a machine, is she talking about Cardi B, or is she talking about the entire record industry, the music industry, the entertainment industry, Hollywood? I mean, what is she talking about, the machine? This was between her and Cardi B. She wouldn't be at this point had she not did all of this stuff herself. I mean, if she want to spread rumors and gossip, or what the ladies say, tea, have your facts straight. It's like she got convicted of making up stuff, lying on this woman, because every time she responded, she would come back with something harder and something more outrageous. Tasha K's government name is Tasha K. So Cardi B sued Tasha K in 2019, and it took this long for it to go to trial. She sued her over those 40 videos. 40. When you make 40 videos about somebody, and there's a couple of YouTubers who make a living off of talking about certain individuals, but that's another video for another story, another video. Yeah, that's another thing. But anyway, all these 40 videos had like claims, like crazy claims about Cardi B. So, I mean, one video they cited in the lawsuit included a statement that Cardi B pleasured herself with beer bottles when she was a stripper on stage. Other videos said that she contracted a, sexually transmitted disease and was giving it to folks, passing it out like a plate of greens on picnic on Sunday's dinner. She also claimed that she was a prostitute. I mean, if she said she was a prostitute, that's one thing, but she had to add a whole bunch of extras on that, claiming that she cheated on her husband, that she'd been doing hard drugs like coke and all that stuff. But I mean, if that's the latest gossip going around on the YouTube streets, I could see, everybody jumping on that and saying the same thing. But 40 videos worth, and just like the claims are kind of unfounded. So if that entertainer comes back at you and like, hey, cease and desist from these rumors, or we gonna take it to court, and you like, F you, I'm gonna keep doing it, then you deserve everything that happens to you. I'm just saying. So this legal team and her family going ahead with this case, I'm sure it was mainly Tasha K going ahead with this case, because as a husband, the husband is there to balance you out, and judging by how Tasha K is when I see her on these videos, I would say that's her natural personality. So if you have a husband who's your teammate and your partner, of course, he's going to be the one with the level head and tell you, hey, chill out. Like, let's stop this before we get in trouble and we owe this woman millions, which is what happened. Okay, let's go.
A machine that has corporate interests to protect prostitution, drug use, promiscuity, and to glorify the violence that wreaks havoc on our society and in our neighborhoods.
Okay, so I haven't watched a lot of Tasha K, but I've seen a few of her videos, especially the viral ones where she's going at it with all kinds of celebrities. She's famous for breaking a lot of stuff about R. Kelly, Cardi B, of course, a host of others. Everybody in reality shows. I mean, you name it, she's done stories on it, especially exposing people's sexuality and what they do behind closed doors and all that. So she's talking about the machine. This machine, so this was a conspiracy to get her to get in trouble and stop talking about entertainers because she was damaging the entertainers so much that they might not be able to make the machine or the record industry or movie industry money because this woman is talking about them online. Like Tasha K is putting a dent in their bottom line. So the machine had to come after her to stop her from spreading rumors and gossip. No, this was the person that you attacked took you to court. Like, when are we going to just take responsibility and move on? It's really mind-boggling that she's calling this, she's talking about this machine. So the elites are against, the elites are against Tasha K. Okay, let's go.
And to glorify.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, so her channel, she does not stop. She does not do anything to curtail or to balance the glorification of drugs, prostitution, sexual abuse, pedophilia, all that stuff that she's saying, violence, all the stuff that she's saying that the machine is promoting. Well, her channel pretty much promoted it too because she didn't talk against it and the fact that she wants to see all of this stop. I mean, she's kind of like the lighter fluid on the flame already. I mean, I don't think she had like teachable moments in her videos. I don't think she really addressed these things unless it was a celebrity that she didn't like or somebody that she wanted to get in trouble. So it's now she's fighting against all this, the portrayal of violence, prostitution, drugs, everything else. But all her videos are gossiping about celebrities. I mean, that's different than reviewing reality shows and reviewing movies and celebrities. But when you gossip and you lie about people, I mean, you're pretty much doing as much damage as this so-called machine. All right, let's go.
It's sold to our children as the it factor. This machine, this thing, secured an extremely prejudicial verdict against myself and my company solely off of sympathy and payola.
Okay, so it's not her fault. So on her channel, she is championing being the moral compass. But she cusses out everybody that she's against. She cusses out people who critique her in her videos, and she roasts everybody or tries to roast everybody. She exposes things about people that they want to keep private, and this has been, she's in trouble because they're being paid off by payola. Doesn't make sense. Let's go.
Asking me to redact the real reason as to why I was reporting on the issues at hand, and succeeded in making me out to be an angry and malicious woman.
I think everybody that watches her videos can conclude that she can get pretty angry. I mean, she flies off the handle quite frequently. I mean, I've seen her do videos on people like the lead attorney. She claimed that this man was dating white women, and all he slept with was white women, and claimed that his private parts didn't function and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but now it's a problem because she got in trouble. All right, let's go.
This is a real business. I am a wife of 17 years, a mother to a beautiful 15-year-old girl who's an honors student, and a 2-year-old son.
I am very surprised to hear that she has kids. I didn't know. I would definitely not want my kids to be watching Tasha K report on celebrities and issues, because we know why she's doing it. We know why. It's just the shock value. That's basically it. And she's made a good living off of doing these exposés or reports on celebrities. So, wow. Let's go.
My platform creates news and sheds light on the issues going on in our society. My First Amendment.
I don't think she's talked about politics. I mean, if she wants to do something for society or do something for our community, I think she would be more of a real news network. She can use her platform to expose things that's going on, like, and just not about gossiping about celebrities. I mean, there's some real issues there's some real big fish that need frying, instead of, if somebody big like this woman, she has like 1 million subscribers or over 1 million subscribers. If she really was worried about reporting issues, we would hear issues. We wouldn't hear just gossip and rumors and with a whole bunch of lies added onto it. I mean, that's why the jurors sided with Cardi B in the case, because in addition to that defamation stuff, they also held Tasha K liable for invasion of privacy. You're going deep into people's privacy and pulling out stuff. Either you're making it up or you're pulling out things that you have so-called sources tell you, but when it comes to having these sources show up on your behalf, they're none nowhere to be found. So not only what did they find her liable of invasion of privacy, she portrayed everybody in a false light, especially Cardi B. She also was found of intentionally inflicting emotional stress on Cardi B. So Tasha K's attorneys, they can challenge this verdict to the next judge in maybe a month or a couple of weeks. The judge upholds it. Her attorneys can try to appeal it. They can appeal the verdict to federal appeals court. I mean, I don't think it's going to go as far as the Supreme Court, because she needs to just start figuring out how she's going to pay this $4 million. But okay, let's go.
Right. Poses a threat to the machine's sole intention to mislead the public with caricatures built on violence, selling sex, and images of a denounced stereotype. Okay,
so she's using the entertainment industry to blame. Okay, she's putting the blame on the entertainment industry but she doesn't really call out the whole industry or this machine until she got in trouble. She was just calling out celebrities. So, wow.
Look at Chicago and LA and various other cities that can't even sit in their own living room and braid their kids' hair without worrying about bullets flying through and killing their children.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this speech? Like, it's like somebody trying to be all intellectual and smart and intelligent. But, I mean, why you bringing... You see, people always bring up Chicago and L.A. Like, it's not, like you acting like this is a movie. Like, not everywhere in Chicago and L.A. have bullets flying. I mean, they have bullets flying where you at in Georgia and Atlanta. They have bullets flying everywhere there's crime. Wow. All right. It's not making sense. Let's go.
My First Amendment right was painted to the public and courts as a bully, vile, and malicious towards a machine that glorifies a lifestyle meant to serve as modern-day genocide on our people.
So let's see. Now it's the machine is helping to wreak havoc on society. But this case was you and Cardi B. So this machine, is that the industry? Because they're portraying prostitution and all this stuff. I'm really confused because you can't get convicted of defamation unless there's a preponderance of evidence. That means they had so much evidence against you that they actually ruled in her favor. It's real hard to win a defamation case. So the fact that she lost this defamation case says a lot. And just now she wants to be the moral high ground about what's being portrayed in society, in movies, in films, in music. She didn't really review music and lyrics, and she wasn't lobbying for a change in the industry. She was just profiting off of dysfunction. I mean, every industry has dysfunctional stuff. I mean, if she wanted to report on dysfunction, I mean, just report on the facts. Don't make stuff up. But here we go.
A machine that clearly influences our children on how to kill, sell their bodies, and more. You can't bully someone or something that takes pride in painting our children and teaching our children to be degenerates.
It's the bully calling out the bully. So it's when the bully gets bullied, that's when they want to scream and cry and holler. It don't feel so good to be bullied. When you're the bully, oh my God, let's go.
And if you are a public figure that pushes this image and this lifestyle for likes and views and a way to make money in our society, then I and we.
Wait a minute, you're making money off of people who push that image, because you're pushing their image and you're commenting on their image for likes and subscriptions. I mean, you're doing the same thing, but you're adding sauce on everything. Let's go.
We have the duty to exercise our First Amendment right as traditional media and new age digital media analysts to say no. This ain't it.
It's First Amendment when you want to project your opinion, when you want to express your opinion and comment on things. But when you start making things up and you start harassing folks, then it's no longer First Amendment speech. When your speech is malicious that can take somebody's livelihood away, then it's not First Amendment speech. Let's go.
This is not defamation or invasion of privacy when these machines have pushed this lifestyle on us for profit.
So it's the industry's fault. I mean, because they're showing you movies and music about degeneracy, but you don't have your own mind. So everybody that listens to so-called bad music or this type, what she's talking about, prostitution, drugs, violence, like everybody doesn't react to movies that way. Nobody, everybody doesn't listen to gangster rap or drill music and go out and start killing people. So she's doing these illogical fallacies to take the blame away from her and to focus it on the entertainment industry. All right, let's go.
This ain't about $4 million. This machine never wanted my money. They wanted to shut down my company in order to protect their assets that glorify this reckless and dangerous lifestyle.
Okay, so I'm starting, I don't know, she's mixing up machine. I know she can't really say Cardi B's name, because I did hear that Cardi B say that this ain't about the money. And yeah, rightly so. She wants to shut you up once and for all. She wants you to go out of business because you've been trying to put her out of business and you just been going too hard on her. I mean, this reeks of like, oh man, this woman is like, this is kind of like egotistical behavior in a way. Like, she's just concerned with saving face. I mean, she still is not humble. She's not taking responsibility for her part. Her attorney told her not to speak any more about the case, but she flat out said, I pay them, so they can't control what I say. But she needs to control her emotions. I mean, she doesn't think about things before she say them, obviously. I mean, she wrote this speech probably, and it's not a very good, like, speech. I mean, she shouldn't even, like, this video did not need to happen. It didn't. All she had to do was say, okay, you know what? I fought this case. I thought I was going to win. I thought I had a good case. We lost, so I'm never going to mention that person's name again. I'm not going to do any videos on them, and I'm moving on, and I'll see y'all on Friday or whenever she posts. All right, let's go.
On us and our children. It was about someone demanding that I respect and give respect to something that has never earned my respect.
Never earned your respect? I mean, who are you to respect? I mean, you never gave this person respect, so why should they respect you? I mean, Tasha K even admitted that the stories that she said on Instagram were fake about Cardi B. She admitted that she made up these stories, and then she admitted that she knowingly published lies about Cardi B. But then when she got examined by her own attorney, she kind of like walked it back. You know, she kind of like was trying to backtrack, but it didn't work. And Cardi B gave Tasha K a lot of chances to take down her videos. I mean, she issued some cease and desist, which Tasha K obviously ignored. All she had to do was stop talking about her or take the videos down. She already made her money off of her. I don't know why she kept going at this woman. I mean, all right, let's go.
This is about changing the trajectory of how things have been done in Hollywood for over a century. There are no more gatekeepers, no more red tape, no more waiting to be picked and told what you have to do. If we simply believe in ourselves and our God-given right to live our lives purposeful and don't allow our gifts to die with us, we all hold the key to change. New age digital media such as myself and traditional media, we exercise our First Amendment right to publish our opinions and facts concerning these caricatures of stereotypes pushed in our homes and into our society, and we are just supposed to accept it because there's money on the table? No.
And this is all about money. This is all about business. I mean, she's made so much money off of the backs of these entertainers and celebrities. I mean, she's made a living off of doing YouTube videos on celebrities. So, where was the moral high ground when you were making these videos? I mean, this is crazy. Let's go.
Absolutely not. This case was meant to drain me financially, and it did not.
I think it did. I'm seeing reports that Tasha K earns about $800,000 a month or a year, and some reports say $500,000 a year or whatever. But $4 million, I think that would drain anybody. And then you plan on keeping on fighting this case and appealing, and that's gonna definitely drain you if you feel you aren't drained already. But we know that's just that's just cap. Let's go.
And send a message to anyone who thinks they have the right to challenge a machine that protects their corporate interests. We knew this case. We knew why this case didn't go our way. Our First Amendment right was intentionally hindered from the moment the case was filed. My company and I have built a platform that has been stamped over and over by traditional media and, most importantly, my viewers, you all. I have broken hundreds of stories on this platform from the moment I started recording videos in my guest bedroom back in 2015 while working at Seasons 52 as a server. I know y'all maybe think this is over, but no, this is just the beginning.
People who, I don't want to use the N word, and by N word I mean narcissist. So, I mean, when you just be explaining yourself to the point of ad nauseum, you're guilty of something. I mean, nothing takes this much explanation on why you're right and why you did what you did. This is just making you more guilty. This is making you look even worse than the court case did. I mean, half of us wouldn't know everything that went on if it wasn't for you getting back on the channel talking about what you think happened to you. Like now you're naming it a conspiracy. I mean, this is all brought on by you. So the conspiracy is created by yourself. Let's go.
I will spend as many years as I can to protect our right to voice our opinions and facts on these images that are sold and pushed on us. The appeal process has already started, and we intend to expose every conspiracy against me, my company, and my family.
So the entertainment industry and Cardi B conspired to put you out of business because they just conspired against you because you had an opinion. So everything you were spouting out about these entertainers were just opinion based. All right, let's go.
I was supposed to be destroyed a long time ago, but it did not happen. I am still here. We are still here. This machine tried to squeeze us for everything, but God said otherwise and blessed us with much, much more. We have built this platform video by video from my guest bedroom back in 2015, coupled with the best and most creative eyes and hands in production, my husband, my backbone. And he is the only man that encouraged me to fight this case from the beginning.
I'm not buying that. No husband in their right mind would encourage their spouse or their wife to fight a case that obviously they're not going to win, especially when it's all generated by their wife. The man balances out the woman and the woman balances out the man. So why is he going to encourage you to fight when you were doing everything wrong in the first place? I'm sure he encouraged you to stop doing this craziness. Like, stop with the dumbness. I'm not buying it because I'm sure he's supportive, But I know he seems like a level-headed guy because he's got to be the opposite. So I'm sure he said, look, we got to stop talking about this woman and we don't need to take this to court because it's not looking good. Like we don't have enough counter arguments to win this case. Well, let's go.
My case will set a precedent for all future media, and we intend to fight until the truth is out.
You need to stop while you're ahead. I mean, you already $4 million in the hole. Just cut your losses, man. Jeez.
There was no defamation, no invasion of privacy, and
the courts would say that's a lie. You're lying right now. You just got convicted of defamation and invasion of privacy. Let's go.
Suicidal thoughts, and we proved that with sufficient factual evidence.
No, she was awarded damages. She was awarded pain and suffering because she had suicidal thoughts because somebody was harassing her every day. Every video, all 40 videos went viral about this woman. I mean, that would, while she was pregnant, I mean, that would drive anybody insane. Like, why? Let's go.
In court, my lawyers taught me about preserving the record so that it's noted for the future. Well, this is me right now preserving the record. We will fight no matter the cost or length, even if this takes years. I spent 11 years building this platform to serve as a leader in media. Media is a power, fighting machines with endless money protecting their investments. My husband has spent over 20 years working in production. We have over 1 million viewers and hundreds of millions of viewers, and most who have been with us since the very beginning. I love.
So she's still blaming the the entertainment industry for protecting their assets and their protecting themselves. Well, yeah, just like you're trying to protect yourself and your interests and your assets, but you have put your assets in their hands, so to speak. Let's go.
So much for that. Y'all built me, and y'all are the only ones who can take away the viewers. I show my gratitude and appreciation by fighting for this priceless gift you have gifted my family and me, and the right to exercise our freedom of speech as human beings. Kiwi Studios is a household name. Unwind with Tasha K is just one of the subsidiaries, and we intend to break out many more. Although the court hasn't instructed us to take the videos down, I've always said that I will comply with any court or jury. The videos have been taken down to show good faith to the courts.
Wait a minute. So they didn't tell you need to take the videos down, but you took them down. So why now? Why you do it now? You lost the case and you took the videos down when you could have just taken them down before getting to court. You could have taken them down when she asked you to take them down. You're not complying with anything because they didn't ask you to do anything. So why? See, she's just making stuff up as she goes. There's no hope. There's no hope for this one. Let's go.
Because I respect the courts. We respect the courts. This machine has tried to have me arrested, threatened my life, and created a fake narrative about me. And I want you to ask yourself this.
Oh, so it's okay when you create fake narratives about these entertainers and celebrities, but when they create a fake one about you, then there's a problem. Let's go.
Why does the federal government subpoena my work on this channel if it's fake news?
They're going to subpoena anything to help them win a case. If you out here spouting what you call facts, and you're saying you're reporting on exclusive stuff that you got exclusive, I don't know, you got the plug giving you all this information. Yeah, they gonna build a case, and they probably building one against you on top of that. Let's go.
State police departments request my videos for their cases. Why do media sites all over the world quote my work, our work?
Because it's entertainment and shock value sells. So everything you say, of course they're going to quote it because your stuff is going viral. You got 1 million people watching you and subscribe to you. So, of course, they're going to use what you say because it's going to help them sell stuff. You know what? I remember I did watch a video of Tasha K going against the lead attorney. And she had just, I guess he said something that she didn't like. And she went on a tirade on Instagram Live talking about the man, just putting him down, just trying to roast him. Wasn't that funny, but she was just trying to talk about him. She was trying to say everything like, you know, she was calling him all kinds of names, calling him out his name, saying stuff that she has no proof of, like who he sleeps with and who his preferences are and how he does it in bed and everything. And then she said that she was in the 9th grade 3 times. 9th grade 3 times. So is that she failed the 9th grade 3 times and then passed to the next grade? Or did she go to the 9th grade and she loved it and she just wanted to stay in the 9th grade another 2 times? Or did they hold her back? Like, I don't understand what she meant by that. She must have failed the 9th grade 3 times and quit school because that's exactly what she sounds like. She sounds like she hasn't finished school. I mean, all her logic and reasoning and rhetoric just sounds, it's so unintelligent. It's like if you have this hood mentality, you're going to think like this. This is how you think when you stay in the hood or when that's still in you. You cannot just take responsibility and move on. You got to explain yourself. It sounds like convicts who go to jail screaming that they ain't do it. And then they get out and they're better criminals. And the whole time, everybody in jail is innocent, right? Let's go.
I want better for this, for us, and I live that better. Everything I represent, marriage, 2-parent household, and working for every dime I make without harming the next person to get there.
You got convicted of harming someone based on the verdict because you had to pay damages. Let's go.
I create videos including humor and truth to take us out of depression and get our minds off of sickness and financial burdens.
So now you're doing the Lord's work. You're helping out everybody by keeping them entertained during these times. Entertained with celebrity gossip and getting entertainers either convicted of crimes, fired, losing fans. Wow, I'm just like, this kind of like making my head hurt. This is hard to listen to because this woman is not making too much sense. I mean, everybody said she would be humbled after this case, but she's showing no signs of humility. Let's go. Humbleness, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Nothing will ever stop me. I get your emails daily encouraging me to keep going, and I love y'all so much for that.
Yeah. Yeah, misery loves company. I'm sure your fans just want you to keep going until you just tear everything down. I mean, this is a train wreck. This is a real wreck. I mean, she's went after so many countless celebrities and entertainers. I mean, she's not thinking outside the box. It's like if it's outside her circumference of understanding, then it doesn't exist. Like if she doesn't understand it, that means it can't happen. That's what she's sounding like. She sounds like there's there's only A to B. There's only black and white. Like, there's no other ways. Like, if she hasn't heard of it, then you can't do it. Let's go.
For accepting me as me. This trial was purely sympathy and payola to protect corporate interests, and we intend to take this all the way to the Supreme Court if need be. This is my life, and I will spend my life fighting for my livelihood and our First Amendment right as human beings.
Nobody's taking away your First Amendment right. You just can't make up stuff about people. You can say you got a First Amendment right to speak and what you want to speak about, but you just can't talk about people and make up stuff about them. I mean, you need to stop. Just stop with this fighting, because you already in the hole. Like, how many cases are you going to have to lose before you figure it out? Let's go.
Dozens of major media outlets, the New York Times, Associated Press, Billboard, etc., have requested comments. And I've asked my lawyers to inform you all on our appeal process every step of the way. And I want to thank the winos.
I can't believe she's going to go ahead with this appeal. I mean, this is just more money draining you, because if you owe $4 million, I'm sure you're drained somewhere. Okay, so this is how the case wins goes. This is what happened. So Cardi B secured a verdict which is going to earn her $1 million in general damages, including pain and suffering and damage to her reputation, $1.3 million in legal fees and additional funds for attorney's fees and other damages, and then another $1 million in other damages. There's so many damages that Tasha K has to pay Cardi B. There's $500,000 in some other damages, court costs and all that. Plus, she has to pay $25,000 for medical expenses. So good luck with that appeal. If she wins, I mean, I'll eat my hat. But I don't think I'm going to have to be that hungry, because I don't see this going nowhere. And if your husband was really a good man, he would just try to figure out a way to help y'all pay this stuff off and keep going. Like, you really need to start working. Both of y'all need to just keep working. Because, I mean, just tying up this stuff with court costs. I know you have a show to do and he has a job, but I mean, you had your chance to not get to this point. But, you know, just being bullheaded, egotistical, selfish, I don't know, like all the words, all those negative words. It's like, this didn't have to even get this far. But that's it for my commentary and my thoughts, my 2 cents on this whole thing. It is, I just can't believe it. And then you got some people out here trying to make this a colorism thing, where like light skin versus dark skin. It's not a race thing. It's not a skin color thing. It's not a colorism thing. It's just right against wrong. And you wanted to take it to court, and you got what you got. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. All right, so if y'all want to see the rest of this video, I think it's still up on her channel, Tasha K's channel. And but I wouldn't waste my time, because she didn't really need to make this video. So that's it. And thanks for watching. And I'll see everybody later. Peace.